Hi, my name is Mario and I just finished my first year at Trinity College Dublin. So I wanted to make a video talking about the best and the worst of my first year, studying in a non-native language in a different country all by myself. But first, let me tell you a story of how I got into Trinity in the first place. So when I was 11, I entered a British school in Spain and I studied from year 7 to year 13 the British international curriculum. I ended up graduating last year after finishing my A-level exams. However, when my A-level results came back, they were unlike anything I had ever expected.
No way.
I had been predicted to get 2 A stars and 2 A's and I ended up dropping to 4 A's.
I did need to have the A star to have more solid chances of getting into university in Ireland. But yeah, well, it doesn't matter. Like, I always think that things happen for a reason and I still have to believe, so yeah.
My dream after finishing school had always been to study in Dublin, either physics or maths. And with this drop in my results, I knew I wasn't going to get in. The day of the first round of offers came by and I was rejected by all Irish unis that I applied to. I only applied to UCD and Trinity, but I got rejected from both. But you will now be saying, Mario, you got in, right? Like, that's why I'm watching this video. Well, I didn't know that at that time. I had no clue and it was impossible. What I didn't know at that time was that I had a golden ticket. So one day I was doing a math assignment for my Spanish university and at 12:25 p.m. I received a message saying that I had been given an offer at Trinity College Dublin. I called my parents and I was like, Mom, Dad, it turns out I got in, what do we do now? So I was given 48 hours to communicate my decision, and after being able to secure accommodation and plane tickets in Guinness World Record fashion, I ended up accepting the offer. So now, a year later, after having finished my first year at Trinity, I wanted to share with you guys the whole experience. So as to organize the video and to not waste anyone's precious time, I've divided this video into 3 different sections. The first one being academics, the second one being student life, and the third one being social life. So let's start by academics, which I think is the main reason why most of you click on this video. So I'll just go straight into it. So far, I've really liked the atmosphere and the vibe that I get when I'm at Trinity around campus. Also, I really like the mentality of the university, the work that we do, homework, assignments, lab reports. Those things, they are generally really practical towards something that the student sees that has value. I also feel that professors do a great job of keeping us motivated. Although we have lectures with 100 people maybe for maths, you can send an email or just stay after the lecture and ask a question. And I always get the feeling that teachers really want us to succeed. And yeah, basically teachers have lived up to my expectations. They've been really amazing. So now let's talk about workload. Workload wise, I've had my struggles, but I've never reached the point of burnout. The thing that Trinity has that many universities don't have is the fact that the school year is really compressed. And what I mean by this is that I have like 3 out of the 5 days of the week, 9 to 6, and then I have Thursday and Friday a bit more relaxed. I would spend most of my day on campus. So the rhythm of lectures is quite high, and at some point it was a bit overwhelming. This year I had 1 or 2 laboratories per week, each of them 3 hours. And after having finished the lab, I had to work on my lab report. I had to give this in the next week. So every single week I had 1 or 2 reports to give in for physics and chemistry. So, you know, that was high stress. Lab reports were probably the worst thing. And I spent many nights until like 3 a.m., something like that, working on reports. However, this rhythm also means that we have tons of holidays. We get 1.5 months of winter holidays and 4 months of summer. You'll probably never get that any other uni you go. Now, some of you may have clicked into this video because I'm studying physics and you also want to study physics. This is for you guys. So I have always been interested in physics since I started in school. It was one of my favorite subjects. I was lucky enough to have really good teachers and that made me willing to study physics. Although I was never too sure about it. Actually, I have one friend that he was very sure about it. Like 4 years ago, he was like, I'm gonna study physics, and he's actually doing it right now. You know who you are. In my case, I wasn't too sure. I didn't see myself studying physics. I was like, well, I'm not bad. I'm actually like good, and I kind of like it, but I was like, is it my thing? But yeah, actually, I entered the course, and I have felt that it's my thing in a way. Say the course is not for everybody, obviously. You need to like physics a bit. So if you like physics in high school and you are a bit interested in learning more and you like maths and stuff, I think you're gonna find it really nice. So living alone was a huge shift in my mindset. I got the offer on a Tuesday, and that same Saturday I was already in Dublin, and that didn't leave me time to actually visualize living there alone by myself. Everything went too fast and I was suddenly left there. Right now I'm spending my first night at my student accommodation room. At first it was really tough, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know anyone there. I was all by myself in an apartment with other 5 people, and I didn't know anything about them. I didn't even know their names. I was like, shit. Little by little, I started to be less nervous about going to the kitchen, and I quickly adapted to my new reality of going for groceries, doing laundry, cooking. It was just a few weeks and I was settled. The fact that I started to live by myself really helped me grow as a person and mature really quickly. I had to eat and I had to do my stuff, you know, if not, I couldn't be living. If the laundry had not been done, it was my fault. If there was no food in the fridge, it was my fault. On the other hand, living in Dublin also enabled me to visit my girlfriend more frequently. She's in Plymouth, and there's an amazing flight to Exeter that I can get. The time is not that amazing, it's always at 6:20 a.m. Let's go to the airport. Living in Dublin has really been convenient for me and my girlfriend, and it really feels like a breath of fresh air every once in a while. So, yeah. Another advantage of being in Dublin is that there's so many places apart from the actual city center that you can visit. You can obviously go to St. Stephen's Green. There's also Phoenix Park. Additionally, there are lots of trains that you can take that are really cheap in order to get to any other places that are close to Dublin, Dunlorry, Malahide, and that's also really nice. Within 30 minutes to an hour, you get a train that is really cheap. So in a way you can do tourism while you're also studying. So I think that's a really nice thing that Dublin has. So in case you're new to the channel, basically I do these interviews to Trinity students. It's a thing I've been doing for a while now. And when I asked them what is the single best thing about studying at Trinity, they told me,
I think just the people here. Everyone I've met so far in college has been just good crack, you know?
And I have to say that I completely agree with that. I've met really amazing people. Actually, some of my physics friends and I entered a 5-a-side football competition, and we actually reached the finals and we got dropped, but that's for another video. So related to making friends and getting to know people, one of the best ways is by entering some societies. To be honest, I am a bit guilty of not joining societies because I got to Trinity on the 3rd week since the start of the terms, and I also missed out on the presentations of the societies. So that made it more difficult for me to join a society. In the end, I just joined the physics one. I am not proud of this, but I only went to one event when this very well-known YouTuber called Simon Clark, who is an atmospheric physicist, I have been following him for a long time. He was coming to campus for a talk. I had lots of fun, but after that I didn't prioritize going to the society events. So my goal for next year is to go to more society events, whether it be the physics one or any other one that I may join. Basically, if you're gonna start at Trinity, I really recommend you to enter a society. Most people say it's the best thing ever.
What would you say is the best thing about Trinity?
I'd say all the societies, yeah.
And after having talked about friendships and about societies, another thing that is a bit related to those two is nightlife. So to be entirely honest with you, I haven't really lived the Irish nightlife because I have many Spanish friends. We found that there are about 4 clubs that have sessions for Spanish music. So 99% of the time we went to Spanish clubs. It's just better vibe, I'm not gonna lie. Actually, one of my best friends at Trinity, Marco, that appeared in some videos already, he's the best DJ you're gonna find in Dublin. So if you're ever in Dublin and you hear Spanish music coming out of a club, you know where to find me. Now, if someone was to ask me whether everything was worth it, whether all the worrying and the application, searching for accommodation in a matter of days, and the sudden change that I took with my life, if someone asked me if that was worth it, I would say yes, hell yes, it was worth it. Obviously, it's not been easy. it has been an amazing experience so far. It's only been 1 year, I have 3 more to go. And to be honest, I can't wait to go back to Dublin and start my 2nd year of university. And I'll be living way more stories, suffering more than ever with my academics. And most important of all, I'll be documenting this year and having the best of fun. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys found it useful. If you have applied to Trinity, I want to tell you, be chill. Whatever happens, happens. When a door closes, another opens. You never know. I thought my doors had closed. Suddenly it opened 1 month later. So just go on with the flow. Whatever happens is for a reason. Having said that, I hope to see you around campus and I wish you all the best. And if you have any questions that I haven't answered or any topics that you want me to discuss on a future video, you can leave a comment down below. And yeah, as always, I try to get back to everyone with my best advice, and I hope that helps. So I am interrupting my holidays at the beach right now to make a big announcement. As you stayed this long into the video, and that means the world to me, I am giving you free access to my course on Anki flashcards for students. If any of you is interested in learning how to use digital flashcards to optimize your studying and improve exam performance, then this is your chance to do it for free for a limited time of 5 days from the time that I'm uploading this video. So I would recommend you to just go and check it out. So link in the description down below if you're interested, and I'll just go back to enjoying my holidays here at the beach. And yeah, I'll see you guys back in Dublin.